Looks like some Canadians have finally had enough, and sanity, at least in some places, is beginning to prevail. Based on a recent decision by a Catholic school board in Ontario's York region not to fly the Pride flag during Pride Month in June, which is seen emblematic of a province-wide call to halt flag raisings and other events which are expected in schools throughout the month of June as homage to the LGBTQ cartel. Many parents are looking at pulling their children out of school during such events. I would encourage many parents to pull their children out of school, period. I don't really see what value schools, at least publicly funded schools, have these days other than being indoctrination camps. A national walkout is scheduled for June 1st and is quickly gaining traction. Now, I posted this video June 1st, so we'll see how that turns out. All this political propaganda that's coming in, it's all influences that the kids don't need. They're already confused enough, said German Rees, a York Catholic District School Board parent. And this is what he said at a meeting on May 29th at a board meeting. They need to learn about sexuality and all that stuff, but they can learn it from their parents. Well, not so, Mr. Rees. According to the experts, they need trans-dressing, cross-dressing, socialist, Marxist teachers to tell them that. Didn't you know that? You, sir, are a Luddite. You are a throwback to the Stone Age. Of course you don't know progressive sexuality. Didn't you know that kids need to know how to use dildos in school? Regarding those in favor of the Flag and Pride Month's events, Rees said, they can keep their beliefs and all their thoughts and everything, but they don't have to push it onto everybody else. I would go a step further, sir. I would say they could keep their religion. I believe LGBTQ plus is a religion. It is a cult. And bottom line is, I thought in Canada, we were free from being forced to be submitting to cults and religions. So on that ground, sir, I would say they can keep it to themselves. The YCDSG's flag controversy has been much publicized, with police having been called to previous meetings on the issue. Seems like some people are a little worked up about this. Police were present at the May 29th meeting, but disturbances were few and relatively mild. Well, if you watch the CBC, I'm sure they made it to sound quite the opposite. The board voted 6-4 against flying the flag, and many said the Canadian flag is enough and that it represents all students. You know, when I think about all this flag waving, flag flying stuff, I think to myself, Remembrance Day. We have one day where we celebrate veterans. People who were genuine heroes, not somebody who cross-dresses as a hero. I'm talking genuine heroes who went and fought in foreign lands, gave up blood, treasure, and talent. And what do they get? They get a day, at best maybe an hour or two, and that's it. And yet we have people whose only achievement is being cross-dressing and wearing tighty-whities or something, I don't know, and we make them national heroes? I think not. I don't agree with flag flying for anything. I'm a man from India. I'm a brown origin. We don't fly the brown flag. I don't see flags being flown for Vietnamese or Chinese or anybody else. Why are we flying flags for any special interest group? This is a country. It's supposed to represent all Canadians, and not all Canadians share the value of transgenderism or bizarre sexuality. It isn't what we all ascribe to. So why as a Canadian should I be defined by a small, very small minority group, a vocal activist minority group who have also seized control of the ears of a bunch of politicians who will bend over at the first opportunity to get a vote and allow anybody to take a dildo and shove it up you know where. So the bottom line is, why is that the case? I don't think it needs to be. I think flags should be flown in respect for Canada and for those who've served this country. And the only reason a flag should be lowered is when we have a national hero, somebody who's committed a life of service to this country, somebody who's monumental. In that occasion, we do that. Other than that, the Canadian flag should never be replaced. And to that effect, there should be no native flag. I've seen those being flown, First Nations flags. No, that is not the Canadian flag. I only want to see the Canadian flag. Like I said, I'm from India. Do you know how patriotic Indians are about their flag? You will never see another flag being flown. They take great pride, and pride for the right reason, in their country. They love their nation. They love what it stands for. What do we have when we're flying pride flags? There is no need for that sort of thing. And if you want to fly a pride flag and you believe in it, put up a flagpole in your front yard and fly your damn flag all you want. That's your choice. That's your freedom to do so. But you cannot impose that upon the rest of us. Anyway, I thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Please post any comments you have in the comment section. You can also follow me on my Rumble on my Locals account. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. And I will see you next time.